All right, y'all. So y'all see what we got here. We got another classic 71 Impala, aka the Ace. So I'm gonna move around this. We're running this one as it is, run, brake, stop. You know, it's perfect for somebody that's looking to build a donk. So we'll go ahead and get into it. As you can see, it's got this beautiful burnt orange color. It's gonna need paint, so I'm not gonna spend too much time talking on the paint. I'm gonna just show some of the major defects as we move around. You see it scratched up there. We didn't change the tires at all since we knew somebody else would do it. It is badged as a 400, but you'll see once we pop the hood. I actually believe it's a 402, but somebody in the comments can tell me better. Moving down the door looks pretty solid, no crazy dents or anything. It's aligned pretty properly, so we're good there. You can see all the imperfections in the paint, so I'm not gonna, like, you know, point out each individual one. It needs paint and it needs some body work. Top is in good condition, no rips or anything. You'll see that later on in the video. There's your trunk. Famous vents on the other 71s. Bumper actually looks good. No rust, no dents, nothing to point out there. All the trim rings there for the tail lights. Rear quarter looks pretty solid. All trim pieces are intact on both sides. The body moldings, top and bottom. Front fender, you got a couple little dents here, and you can see a little bit of rust around the wheel well. Glass is solid, no cracks, no rock chips. Hood's actually solid too, again, ignoring the fact that it does need paint. It's solid though, no crazy dents, rock chips, hail damage, anything that I can see. And then as we look at the front bumper solid too. No dents, no rust that I can really see, and again, all the trim is intact where it should be. Go ahead and grab the keys. All right. So as you see, you know, this is what we consider a barn find. Everything's solid underneath where it's supposed to be. You got power brakes, power steering, AC equipped car. The compressor does actually come on. And this is what I was talking about. It is badged as a 400. And you got the 400 breather, but 402 there. And then you can tell by the heads, the cover. Them look like big block heads for sure. So car is badged as a 400. Normal back in the day for cars to be under badged, so you can kind of sneak people. Again, badged as a 400, but it's got a 402. Somewhat of a rare option on these 71s. So I'll pop that and let's check out the trunk. That key didn't work. Everybody always say in the videos, you know, it's always the round key. You know, when you gonna learn that? And it's always funny because I have to show, look how many keys are on here. There's more than just one round key on here. So there we go. All right, so you can kind of see, you know, what I always look at underneath the trunk. You can see with the original paint how it's supposed to look when it hasn't been hit by the sun for, you know, 50, 60 years. Beautiful color. Still got the parade boot in there. Trunk pan looks phenomenal. No holes. As you see, no light coming through. Beautiful trunk pan, very solid foundation. Let's go ahead and get to the interior. Rear seats look good for sure. See that beautiful brown. No rips or tears on the back seats. They look pretty solid. Carpet does need to be replaced. You can see it's ripped up there, and then you can also see it up in the front. Passenger seats in good condition. Nothing to point out here. And driver's side door panel. Everything intact where it's supposed to be. Pretty good shape, no warping or anything. You always have this discoloration down here. And then we got our dash. No warping in the dash. You do have the cracks around the speaker grills. Let's go ahead and get over to the excuse me, driver's side. Driver's side door panel. Again, everything intact. Leather looks good up at the top. Here's the rest of your dash. Dash looks good, like I said, except for that crack over there. Mileage reads 32,142. And console looks pretty good. Now, driver's seat does look good, obviously from here, but we do have two rips here. We got one here and one there. So, all right, stay tuned. We'll go ahead and knock out this test. All right, we'll get started in 71. That's a cold start. As you can tell, she fires right up. Mileage reads 32,147. Left turn signal, right turn signal, horn, wipers. Again, you guys, I don't know if you guys can hear, the compressor kicks on. I actually got cool air kicking out. I don't know how cold it's gonna get. We didn't charge it, but it's actually cool. It's actually pretty cool, but it is like 62 degrees too, so don't hold me to that. But fan kicks on, compressor kicks on. Let's see, radio. Radio actually works.
In this.
Yep. All right, radio works. I always check the lighters just because I can. Everything else is manual. Turn signals. I think we got everything. Brake light is on. We couldn't get it to go off. Parking brake isn't on, so it is what it is. $40 in the tank. We'll see if that's accurate. And let's go. I love this this 402 in here. This thing really moves. I did a little bit of research on it after I shot the engine bay, so like 5 minutes in between. But so I guess I don't know if all of these are or just a lot of them, but I guess all the 402s were badged as 400s, and the 402 is just a bored out 396, which makes sense in my opinion because I've driven a bunch of 396s. In my personal opinion, they don't have as much power as you think they would have to be, you know, a goated type vehicle. Like we had a 396 70 about 2 months ago, and that thing didn't pull as much as I expected it to. So it makes sense that, you know, this would be built on that to give you a little more power, because this thing is ready to drive. Speedometer is working. Let me get her straightened out. Hands off the wheel. She's tracking straight. Normal playing steering wheel, nothing crazy. Brakes feel good. Not pulling to either side, so that's solid. Wanted to test it before I got to the stop sign. Motor sounds good. I'm not hearing any crazy, like I said, no ticking, no exhaust leak. Muffler sounds decent, nice and quiet. And like I said, this thing is pulling. I'm gonna wait till I get past this Camaro, but up to 50, and again, she is pulling. So nice, strong motor. I know probably whoever ends up getting this is gonna more than likely do some type of swap to it. They're not gonna keep this, but you know, wouldn't be too bad to restore this to factory specs and build this 402 up. Not build it up, but just restore it, reseal it and all of that. But either way, motor solid, shifts have been smooth, a very, very solid driver. And again, I don't hear any squeak, squeals, glass not rattling in the doors. Like I said, she's solid, just waiting to be restored. So I'm gonna get her back and check out. I got the 71 up on the rack. Again, rear bumper looks solid, no crazy dents, rust, or anything that needs to be pointed out. As you can see, underneath is going to be super solid. You do have your surface rust because it looks like the coating fell off, but you're going to see as we move around, it's pretty solid. Gas tank solid, no leaks or anything. You just got the factory coating falling off. At some point in time, I'm sure the exhaust was redone. Drums in the rear. 10-bolt rear end. Going down the passenger side, I'm sorry, driver's side first. Again, floor pans are super solid. No soft spots, no patchwork, and the frame is nice and straight. Now coming down the passenger side, same thing. Floor pans are solid all the way through. No soft spots, no patchwork. Just came off the test drive. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. Disc brakes up in the front. Some point in time a new starter was put on, but everything else appears to be OG. Again, no coating or anything to hide anything. Frame is nice and straight. Sorry, let me get from under here. Front bumper, again, no dents or anything like that. Now as we move around the car, inner fenders are solid. Again, body and paint is going to need some paint and body work. That door looked pretty solid actually. Got a little bit of creases in the rear quarter panel, nothing crazy. That side isn't actually that bad. Driver side, a little bit of waviness up in there. We showed the rust from the top. And then we got some bubbling over here. And we already showed all of that. And right up in there. Alright guys, I wanted to make sure I showed it with the top up. It does need 2 people to get the top up because it gets hung up. But the top is in excellent condition. I venture to almost say this is a new top because of how thick the pads are. No holes, solid all the way through. If somebody took this good care of this top since 71, that would be amazing. Because like I said, normally you can tell by the pads breaking down over time. But top is in good condition. Let me go ahead, start her back up and see if she's gonna go back on her own. Nope. So it does need some help going back as well. It's just getting caught up. You know how these scissor tops can do. So yeah. So top is in good condition, but does need some adjustment. We're gonna leave it like that, how it is. Lights. If you guys are interested in this 71, give us a call. 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching.